Hi and welcome. I am Katarina and this is my channel, your place for card making, creative inspiration and a little extra sparkle in every project. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Let's jump into today's project. Hi everyone, welcome back to a Fancy Fold Craft Challenge. On the 5th of each month, we are sharing a certain fun fold that Monika from Paper Mona, who is the host of this collaboration, sets out for us. And this month we are going to make a twist and turn card. These ladies are all the other ladies who are participating in this challenge. Shirley is new one to us this month, so welcome Shirley to the group. Each of these ladies' YouTube channels and their videos will be linked in the description box below after watching mine. Make sure you go over and see what kind of a take they had on this fold this month. We also have a Facebook group, Fancy Fold Craft Challenge, where you can share your own makes as well and check out some more amazing inspiration. Also, if you're sharing on social media, make sure to use the hashtag ffcchallenge2023, which will allow us to search for that and see your lovely make shared on social media. So, this out of the way. Now, I've never made this fold before, so I did have a little bit of a practice run before I did this one here. Hopefully I'll not mess it up too much. So I'm starting off with an 8 by 8 inch card, and this here is not too heavyweight. So this one is 150 GSM, and this is from the Pastel Sorbet paper pad from Chloe's Creative Cards. I do think that lighter weight paper works best for this fold. So I am going to score these at 2, 4 and 6 inches, and then again at 2, 4 and 6 inches on the other direction. Now you can see I've created this grid, 2-inch sections each direction. Now going to have to put some score lines, these middle 4 squares, joining up the corners on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. To do this, I don't trust myself with the scoreboard. I think I would just mess it up. What I like to do is take a metal ruler and a ballpoint scoring tool. I don't know if you can see on the camera what I'm doing, but basically from this corner to here and from here to here, I'm just going to use my ruler to line up those corners and add my score line this way. Now I'm going to fold along all the score lines that I made. First of all, the big long ones in each direction. So now the trickier part is folding up against these 4 score lines. So I'm just gently pressing it up along the fold line. You can see it in there. And as I'm pressing it in, these 2 pieces on the left hand side, the 2 scores will kind of fold in this way. Now I'm gonna come in with this one, and again that score line, I'm pressing in on it, and this time I'm folding these 2 over. I really hope that you can see what I'm doing. I don't think I'm explaining this very well. But now again I'm coming over to the 3rd score line and folding these 2 down, and then I am left with this last one in here, which I find is the trickiest to fold in place because it's so tight now in here, but it's definitely doable. So now and this will fold into place. So now we kind of left with this fold here. These score lines, And this is how it will open up. Now all we have to do is decorate these squares, and then I probably will, I'm going to go and search for some pattern papers that I want to use. Okay, so I think I'm going to make my card nice and pink, and I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna cut this down to sizes, and then I'll tell you what sizes I've used. So these are the mats and layers that I prepared. The white card for these 8 and 6 measures 1 3/4 of an inches, and then 1.5 inches for the pattern paper. And this yellow one is actually the flip side of this floral. And for this one in here, the white one measures 2.5 inches square, and then 2 1/4 of an inch square for that pattern paper. For these two, I've cut them down from corner to corner before I glued the layers onto those mats. So get these out of the way here, and I'm going to start just gluing these down in place. So I have prepared a few things. I have a 7 by 7 inch card base in here from white card. And then I've taken a 6 3/4 of an inch of that same pink paper as I used in here, only it's the lighter side. And then the pattern paper measuring a 6.5 inches. So 6 3/4 of an inch and 6.5. By the way, all the papers that I'm using today, the pattern papers, are from the Best of collection from Chloe's Creative Cards. And then I have a piece of yellow one from the Pastel Sorbet paper pad. This one I think is 6.5 inches. Yep, no, sorry, 5.5 inches, and then 5 1/4 for the patterned one. And I have added glitter to the edges of both of these layers. This one is popped on foam pads, and now I'm going to add this in the middle of my card. So there. And then I'm going to take my fold piece. I'm going to add glue the entire in that diamond shape, just the back of there. I don't want to. Alright, so while I was waiting, I picked out from the Spring Cheer paper pad, which came with the latest Simple Cards and Paper Craft magazine. It is gorgeous and has these lovely foiled die-cut toppers. And I picked out some of the gold ones. Now, I'm not sure which ones I will be using. I do really like the scribbly heart. You can see the foiling on it. So this one with thanks or hugs. Or I also have hugs and kisses. I could use just this here in the middle. I'm not sure. I think I'll go with this one here. And thanks. That's nice. So I'm gonna go with this here. I'm going to glue this down just in the middle, making sure that I'm not going past this fold line with my sentiment, because this is a bit wider. Okay, now I picked out some gold rhinestones in here. Just want to add some gold to the outside as well, because once you open it, there's that gold sentiment, and this will tie those in nicely. So I'm just going to pop 3 in each of these corners for some extra lovely sparkle. Now, so this is the card ready. Now, to be honest, I'm almost tempted to decorate these 4 little squares, which I think I will once I know who is getting this card, what kind of embellishments to put on it. But yeah, I do think this is so pretty. Now, I'm not going to lie, it was a bit fiddly, but whoop, look how cute is this. Really lovely. I think it will be well received by anyone. Lovely interactive card is something different. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I love this fold. It's lovely and dimensional too because of all the layers that I added. So yeah, definitely will be coming back. I'm just picking out just very quickly a few in here to show you how it would look lovely and decorated. I think it would be really nice. No, I don't think I'd be adding cherries to this one, but the lovely diddly hearts and all would look really, really lovely. So this is my card finished for today. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you go and check out all the other ladies' channels as well and their videos. I cannot wait to see what they've come up with. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so, and I will be back very soon with my next one. Until then, bye! Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you won't miss my next video, and in the meantime feel free to click on these rectangles for more creative inspiration. Until the next time, see you soon. Bye!